the 4 furlong marker. The final 3 furlongs coming up, and it's on the left in the blue jacket Real World to Baaeed in second place. Then behind those is Lights On. Order of Australia, the purple jacket on the right too. Behind these Accidental Agent. They come to the 2 furlong marker. Here he comes now, Baaeed, cruising through with Jim Crowley to take it up now to Real World in second. Order of Australia behind him. Chindit is next. They have a furlong to go. It is Baaeed in front by 2 lengths. It's hands and heel stuff again. Real World is chasing him. Order of Australia back in third position, but a great meeting, a scintillating winner. Baaeed is unbeaten, wins to in second place. This is behind the leaders. Then comes Equilateral, La July, and one loose one, Cardim, I think, is running loose at the back of the field. There has got rid of the pilot as they head down with 2 furlongs to go. On the left is Winter Power, Golden Pal on the right, Nature Strip, the white bridle down the centre. Pontos is there, Acclam Express not far behind these. They're followed by King's Lynn, and then comes Twilight Cause as they head down to the closing stages. A furlong to go in the King's Stand, and as they do so, Nature Stripe leading to Acclam Express in second place. Twilight Cause coming home in third position, but it is the great Australian sprinter, Nature Stripe and James McDonald, and look how far they've won by. Second will go to Twilight Cause to Acclam Express.
New energy between those is Angel Blur. Further back to Mighty Ulysses with Berkshire Shadow between him and the inside running Maljoom. They straighten towards home. They head inside the final 2.5 furlongs. Loose sail to the outside of Ical. My Prospero now been nudged along. Coroebus will try and find his way through. New energy still goes okay. Then Mighty Ulysses to the outside in blue and yellow. The sail's got the lead inside the final furlong and a half. Coroebus now gets the run to the inside. My Prospero, Mighty Ulysses are still battling away. Berkshire Shadow still going to finish off. It's Coroebus just in front from the rallying loose sail. Then My Prospero as they head towards the line. It's Coroebus. Coroebus to the...
Inside the last half mile, and now begin the swing for home. State of Rest from Shariah. Bay Bridge poised in behind the leading duo. Lord North in the blue and white has inched up into fourth, and Grand Glory White Jacket just last of the 5 as they straighten for home with 2.5 furlongs to go in the Prince of Wales's stakes. Still State of Rest. Bay Bridge out on the right, pulled out now under the Moor Drive, beginning to close. Shariah ridden between them, then Lord North and Grand Glory. A furlong and a half to go. State of Rest against the fence. Bay Bridge working hard, trying to bridge the deficit. Inside the furlong they come. Still State of Rest. Bay Bridge has got to his quarters. State of Rest is fighting on tenaciously though, and he's going to fend them all off to make all for Joseph O'Brien and Shane Cross.
Earl of the Commonwealth leading from Tashkar, Bubble Smart, Princess Zoe, and then on the inside behind these are Lignac, then Kyprios, possibly just holding Stradivarius in at the moment. Mojo Star behind these, and they're well bunched together. Plenty of chances turning for home. Earl of the Cotswolds, Tashkar, down the outside Princess Zoe with Kyprios, Bubble Smart, far side Burning Victory has cantered through from the rear of the field, and then behind them Stradivarius now pulled to the outside. Kyprios takes over from Mojo Star. Burning Victory, Stradivarius begins to stay on out wide, but still more to do. It's Mojo Star and Kyprios from Stradivarius. Stradivarius is inching closer, time running out. Kyprios in front, a half length, and it's Kyprios who wins the Gold Cup.
In a white jacket. On the left, Gobez go in the violet extreme left. Pink Cap Sacred Bridge from Wings of War, being followed by Miramar and Perfect Power in the yellow. Eras is towards the extreme left with a stripe cap. Hala Athmani towards the rear. Down towards the extreme right, El Caballo is about 2 or 3 lengths off with the pink sleeves. They're heading on down towards the last furlong and a half in the Commonwealth Cup, and it's Flotus, the stripe cap, challenged by Flaming Rib in the dark blue. Perfect Power and Eras are towards the inside. Catamosto bursting through in the purple and white. Twilight Jet and Tiber Flow are in behind. Perfect Power now beginning to close down on the far side, wearing them down into the shadows of the post, and Perfect Power, a perfect... Who leads? The prosperous voice sitting at her quarters. Waters. Spenderella will turn on in third. Discovery's fourth. A nosebound in Morgenstein is next to Tenebrism in the maroon and blue. Sondrine in the nosebound wide off the turn. Inspiral is going to have to try and thread her way through from the rear. Frankie driving away, red jacket, blue cap. Inside the two, Cachet challenged now by Spenderella, the hoop sleeves. Here's Discoveries, and no, Inspiral finds daylight. She begins to run on very strongly down the centre onto the Tory drive, and Inspiral has come sweeping through to snatch the lead deep inside the furlong. Redemption day for Frankie. Inspiral powering clear. Inspiral, inspired, wins the Coronation.
So diligent Harry Sacred is towards the back. Artorius will need to pass everything, and Creative Force also with plenty to do. They've come past halfway, running down towards the two. On the near side, it is still Home Affairs that heads this group. On the far side, Grenadier Guards is making quite good headway. Highfield Princess in there. Campanella is being driven along, double or bubble. They're struggling a little bit on the near side. Over on the far side, Minzal is finishing pretty well with Creative Force as well. Campanella in the centre, double or bubble. Highfield Princess, the near side, Naval Crown on the rail, Creative Force the far side. Artorius is staying on powerfully, and the centre, Creative Force, the near side, Naval Crown tight.
Broome takes it up from Westover in second. Pyledriver a length behind those in third. Torpedo Tasso is moving into fourth. Emily Upjohn is next. Mishriff is closing on those. The red cab on the right. Pyledriver comes up on the outside to take it up. The longest priced runner has taken the lead. Broome in second. Mishriff is out after them in third. Torpedo Tasso is behind those. They're approaching the final furlong. It's PJ McDonald on Pyledriver, a 2 or 3 length leader. Torpedo Tasso is in second. Behind those, Mishriff in third. They have 110 yards to go. Pyledriver, this will be a famous victory if he can do it. Pyledriver and PJ McDonald have won the King George.
And Castle Star. And Vadream is restrained at the back of the field as they head on now towards the final 2.5 furlongs. Hard to say which side is in front. Naval Crown on the extreme right with Creative Force and Kinross. They're coming down the centre, and then Perfect Power on the far side. Go Bears Go is now taken on by Art Power, Ventura Diamond, and also finishing well is Tenebrism as Kinross now takes it up on the centre, in the centre group. Kinross centre head, 2 lengths to Creative Force and Run to Freedom. Far side Tenebrism and Rohan finishing well, but Kinross in the form of his life going to follow up his foray win, and Kinross wins easily. Fairly steadily run race perhaps. Ross Carberry kicking from the front from Sweet Lady and Sela Rosa, followed by a Shada who travels well, shadowed by Emily Upjohn. Very Elegant is pulled to the outside, chasing hard Alba Flora from Thunder Kiss, and then Elegant Pearl down the home run. A wide open race. Emily Upjohn now being produced by Frankie Dettori to lead on the outside of Eshada is Emily Upjohn that gallops into the lead from Eshada. Ross Carberry, then Thunder Kiss. Lilac Road stays on, but entering the final furlong it's Emily Upjohn. She's out clear. She's 2.5, 3 lengths clear of Thunder Kiss giving chase, but they're all chasing in vain, and Emily Upjohn bounces back to win the Kipco. Halfway, and Jadumi continues to lead by a couple of lengths to El Drama in the slipstream. Modern Games about to be produced seemingly by William Buick. Then Tempest Inspiral now pulled out by Frankie Dettori. She's coming with her run but has to be shaken up, and these leaders may take a bit of reeling in. It's Jadumi, El Drama and Modern Games. Then Tempest Inspiral still getting closer, needs to find more. Just over a furlong left to go. Jadumi on the far side of El Drama and Modern Games. Bayside Boy and Check and Challenge are finishing well. Inspiral looks beat, racing up towards the line. Bayside Boy flashing home far side of Jadumi. Modern Games near side, and Bayside Boy, what a turn of foot. Stone Age leads the way by a length or so. Baybridge going up the inside and still travels notably well as Royal Champion comes under pressure. They are rushing round runners and joining in. Then on the heels of them now and switching out wide is Baaeed, but being held in by Dubai Honour at the moment. Adair might have got first run on Baybridge and My Prospero. Baaeed is out after them. Jim Crowley's having to push him along. They race inside the final two. Adair from Baybridge on the far side. Baaeed down the outside is beginning to close now as they race up the hill inside the final fill, and My Prospero battling on. Baybridge and Adair. Out wide is Baaeed. He needs to find more. My Prospero battling as well. Is Baybridge fending off Adair. Baybridge from Adair, and Baybridge has won the champion.